Speaking of somebody who creates in a
I
very
thought you were gonna say, speaking of someone who needs to get their phone smacked out of their face.
no, speaking of somebody who creates from a very free standpoint, um, I just got around to listening to the Westside Gunn album. You listened to this album already, right?
Yeah, I did.
The name of this album is
Fly God too.
Fly God. Fly God is an Fly God is an awesome God too.
Just call it Fly God too.
Yeah, it's Fly God too. Westside Gun album. For those who don't know, it's the Griselda niggas. We've been talking about these for forever. We have one of Westside Gun's album reviews by C's on the Telatalk
Yeah.
website.
He did one of the weaker albums too, which is crazy. Which is Hitler Wears Arm at 7.
Yeah, he should definitely do one of this. Cause I listened. This album came out when July, I think.
Fly God?
Yeah, Fly God.
Last week
July
or the
3rd,
week
July
before.
3rd, July
Yes.
3rd. This album came out. This album came
shit,
out July. Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while. I gotta go back to Stove God.
Okay, July 3rd. It came out. I didn't even remember this album came out. I'm sure that we said that we were going to listen to this album, and I just forgot to listen to it. So I was looking for the Benny the Butcher project that we. I don't know how we thought that the Benny the Butcher project was coming out, but I've been looking for it since we said that we were going to like review that shit. And then I found that Westside Gunn dropped this album out July 3rd. This album is fucking good, nigga. This is a good ass album. This is a great ass album.
I'm like, yo, why did it take you so long to get to it? This one's really good.
Now this one's yo, my nigga. That Michael Irvin record is crack. Jose Canseco album is, record is fire. Shout out to Stove God Cooks.
Canseco.
One more hit. I like that. I like that one. Stove God cooked on this, like, no pun intended, but he cooked on this a lot.
Did you like the Little C song?
With Armani Caesar?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I really enjoyed that one. I liked her verse.
I listened to that record once. I have it download. I have it in my actual library, so I must have liked that. But I've only listened to that once. My favorite record on here is Buffs versus Wires with Benny the Butcher and Boldy James.
Yeah, that Boldy James verse is hard.
No. That Benny verse is different. That Benny verse is fucking different, my nigga.
Tell me no.
That is the Benny shit that like makes me think like, oh y'all rap niggas got a fucking problem with Benny. When Benny gets into that bag when he's rapping like that, it's very few niggas that can fuck with that shit, to be honest.
Play a snippet for the people.
Let me see. I'm gonna play Benny's verse though.
Prison strengthened my mental. I broke the lead on the paper from writing letters in pencil. This a process. I'm fresh. I just moved out the projects. $1 million deals and still feel like I ain't hot yet. Biggie Smalls in a Coogee. Al Green in a mock neck. Russell Simmons, my mindset. I'm old hove with a Pyrex.
Oh my god. This nigga's on another level. This nigga Benny's on another level, bro.
He's old hove with the Pyrex, bro.
This nigga Benny's on a whole nother level. The way that Benny paints shit is like the way that Pusha paint shits for me, and Freddie. I feel like Freddie and Benny are like two niggas like they're not new per se, but they're two niggas that are getting the claim that they have been needed in for a while, and Benny and Freddie are putting they fucking necks, they foot on niggas' necks like without a doubt. And I would like to see a Freddie and Benny collab album 100%.
I think that honestly could happen.
That could very possibly happen. Freddie and Benny like are pretty cool, to be honest. But
what did you think of Great Minder? That I keep reading as Meat Grinder.
That's also a good record. I was just getting to that. That Bubba Chuck record with Stove God Cooks is really good too, though.
Word.
The Rebirth with Keisha Plum is a good record too. But okay, so there's 14 records on here. Every other song is a skit or an interlude. So really it's 7 records, and I like all 7 records. Like, this album is a really good album. I feel like Westside is the best at picking sounds, to be honest, out of all 3 of them.
No, what I liked about this shit too is that he put me onto the artist Rome Streets on the last track, Steve Burr.
Yeah, I feel like they put on a lot of artists, to be honest.
Yeah, so I actually have some more songs saved by Rome Streets, so a pretty good artist. Truthfully, he raps in like the same vein as like the Griselda gang, so I enjoy it.
Yeah,
And they don't put out music.
I think he might be. I might be misspeaking right here, but I know Armani Caesar signed to them. I think Rome Street might be signed to them as well. I think
Signed
that
to them?
yeah,
Like, through Shady.
great. No, Griselda Records.
Griselda record.
Yeah, I don't. Only two of them got a shady deal. Not Benny don't got a deal.
Benny don't, but Westside and Conway.
Westside Conway do, but Benny doesn't have one. Cause I when he was on Joe shit, like that shit was fucking funny to me when he was like, damn, like when they was getting signed to Shady, I was kind of like, like damn, y'all niggas don't want to sign me, but he was like, now, like, nigga, I'm getting way bigger deals than what they have.
Facts.
That's one of those like blessing in disguise.
Played, putting
Yeah.
out $1 million offers.
100%. And what I really like about Benny is like that you could tell like his character's a little different from people just off of that Joe interview, like where Joe asked him like, well, Joe told him like, yo, you a millionaire, and Benny was like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I'm not a millionaire. Like I'm turning down $1 million deals, but I'm not a millionaire. And for me, I was like, how much
That's
people
even-
you, how much
even
people
better.
That's what I'm saying. How much people you think, like, especially rappers, I don't think a bunch of them would, but just people in general, if somebody bigging you up and and they're misspeaking, how much people you think are actually gonna be like, nah, you wrong, and lessen themselves?
Facts. None of them.
That's what I'm saying. Like to me, like it looks like to me it may feel like in a conversation from a conversational standpoint, like I'm lessening myself, but you're really bigging yourself up. Or it's just like, my nigga, I have the integrity to tell you when I'm a millionaire, I'm a real millionaire, and not like these rappers. It's like, yo, I made $1 million off of coke before I got into the rap game.
Nah, because if you did lie about that, you know how quick they would be to Google your net worth.
Well, that's
and
the
that
thing.
shit says 400K. And
That's
then they'll be
that's
like,
the
"This
thing
you?"
now. Niggas will pull up your shit
This
and,
you?
and quote your tweet and be like, this you, nigga? Like, I thought you was a millionaire, you bum ass nigga. And it's like, this nigga work at McDonald's, nigga. And this nigga on this type
Yo.
of time like this.
One of my favorites just is that when they reply to a tweet with like the McDonald's application.
I've never
You
seen that.
yet?
I've never seen that.
It's like a picture of the McDonald's application. Like, yo, you gonna need this.
Nah, I've never seen that. I think I might have seen that, but not with McDonald's. I think I might have seen it with something else, to be honest.
Checkers.
Nigga, if you were... God bless everybody who work at Checkers, man.
Yo, I don't think anyone's ever applied to Checkers.
You think nigga Checkers is just going to get niggas out?
Yeah, I think you just start working there one day. Like, you don't put a formal application in.
Checkers number one recruiters.
I've never seen a help of wanted sign ever at a Checkers. Think about that.
Okay, that I agree with you. I've never seen that. But I've only been to Checkers like 3 times in my life.
Nah, bro. Like a few years ago, I used to frequent that shit because it was outside of like
Jesus.
across the street from like Shorty's apartment complex. So it was like, you already know the vibe. It's 3 a.m. We're getting
3 a.m. and you gonna put them greasy ass fries in your stomach, nigga. I'm fucking
Absolutely.
cool.
You need something to soak up the 40?
This nigga said absolutely. Yeah, but that Westside Gunn album, for those who haven't listened to it, that album is fucking phenomenal, nigga. The album's, and that's gonna be on the beginning of the fucking. I'm gonna play one of those records for the intro of this episode.
Just play one of the interludes.
I love them interludes. Some interludes are really good. A lot of those interludes I wanted to be actual like beginnings to records. I think that they would have made really good records, to be honest. And that's a sign of a good album to me. Like, if you have a really good interlude, and niggas like you drop a 30-second or a 45-second song and it's fucking phenomenal. It's like a thing where they always say like a good writer leaves you wanting more. That's what it is to me in the album. Where it's like you're more excited to listen to the next record, even though I would like to hear the song like to be longer. But it's like then the other side of me thinks like, oh, there was a lot of room for error there. They could have fucked that record up.
You gotta like it for what it is.
Yeah.
For what you got.
Yeah.
But and there's another Westside Gunn album coming out this month.
Okay, let's get to that subject where we spoke yesterday and I asked you where the Benny shit was, and you were like, I don't know where his album is, and then you were like, but I think there's a Griselda album coming out like next week, and you're like, I don't know, I'm confused. That's how I feel about every Griselda fucking drop.
Yeah, there's just so many.
I don't ever know when they're dropping.
They're all good, yeah. And when they announce a date, like a week later, I'm like, damn, which one of them is dropping?
That's my point. Where it's just like, the thing is, I always want to listen to Griselda music because Griselda to me is putting up the best percentage of volume out of anybody. Because niggas don't drop. Nigga, the 100% they're the Suns right now. The thing is like niggas drop bad albums and take 2 years. These niggas dropping albums every 3 to 4 months and dropping albums that
good.
they're dropping some albums that could be the best album of the year. Like these niggas could be top out of top 5. These niggas could easily be 4 out of 5 in the best top 5 albums of the year.
Conway and Westside Gunn are trying to get out of this shady deal as fast as possible.
I mean, the way they dropping shit, like they definitely. I think
gonna be up for renegotiation soon.
I think they're all gonna renegotiate. I think they're gonna try to get out of those deals and then build the big 3 in a record label. To be honest, like or just go independent. Or just go independent. To be honest,
Rich Forever Records.